Hello everybody, we finally are in the draft. I can't even believe it. It has been an hour again. Like after yesterday's 3 hours delay, now it's just one, but I mean there are still 8 games to go. For now, it is Union Gaming versus the house is down, THD versus UG, and yeah, this is the loser bracket. So whoever loses here is pretty much out. I can show you the bracket as well, guys. So yeah, again, sorry for the delay. I can't do anything against it. But yeah, we have to live with it. Either way, we are in. I show you the bracket really fast so you actually see what's going on here. We have yesterday the games were Pain won, Not Today won, the house is down, lost against Key. That was a huge surprise. We had Isurus winning against Union Gaming, and now they have to go against each other right here in those two loser bracket games. Originally that was planned for 16 and 17 CET. Obviously it's 17 CET, so we have 1 hour delay. But yeah, like they're gonna play, and then we hop into the winner bracket up here where we have Isurus versus Keed and Not Today. And either way, now we are going into the game and see what we got. I mean, so far just the bans on the way, but yeah, Union Gaming, for those who remember, we have Benjes on the Naga yesterday. We had him on a very insane Naga actually, because yeah, he played that Naga at least in the late game stages in a very amazing fashion. The only problem was he came online with that Naga when 2 Raxes were already down. That was the biggest problem, and by the time he got that Naga online, they pretty much had a suicide push on the 3rd Rax. They were successful with it, because also Union Gaming made a crucial mistake. I think we had that yesterday, already discussed more than once, but they didn't use the cliff in the fight. They fought very bravely and whatnot, but the problem is really they lost their Rax due to not using the cliff. And then they kept on playing for 10-15 minutes against Mega Creeps, but yeah, Mega Creeps just too strong. That's the problem. Either way, we're going here into the draft. Skyriff Mage and Clockwork. That's quite some nice initiation here for the houses down. And on the other side, we have a Brewmaster. At the moment, only TB out of the new fancy 6.82 patch being banned. So in theory, we could have a Legion Commander, but I'm not sure if that actually fits, considering you have a Skyriff Mage already. That's kind of one of those heroes you don't want to have against you, because once you duel, you're standing in one place and you're gonna eat that Mystic Flare all the way. So yeah, we have an initiation. We have our Skyriff Mage as well for initiation. Some lane harass coming out. The Brewmaster is already the candidate for the mid. So let's see what Union Gaming is coming up with the second pick, because maybe it's already a support, maybe it's something else. We will see. And now my co-caster unfortunately just missed the game by about 2 minutes. Like, it's pretty hilarious. After 1 hour waiting, he just came online and was like, yeah, okay. But I can guarantee you for the next games I will have a co-caster online. We just have, just like yesterday. Yesterday we were online on about 6 streams at the same time, here on Twitch, on 3 channels, then somewhere else, plus of course our ESFX streams for the Dark Yard Red Festival, the charity event for the Red Cross in St. Petersburg. And yeah, today it's only 2 channels, but some casters took a day off because they really deserved it, especially after yesterday. Either way, I'm gonna be here for all the games, joining you on that marathon of Brazilian, Peruvian, Dota, however you want to call it. It's a nice mix of teams, but obviously it's a LAN in Brazil. It's $25,000 as a prize pool, and yep, I definitely like that, because the South American scene needs something like that to be boosted. And let's see, the only problem I have is obviously that whenever there is something in the background, I have to take care of it. Either way, back to the draft. Union Gaming, after a long time, they actually decided to go for Tidehunter, and they even take more reserve time considering what they ban. Now that's a Silencer, which is pretty interesting. I mean, the Silencer is definitely a nice counter against Brewmaster and Tidehunter as well, so no silence there whenever Brewmaster or Tidehunter want to go for their ultimates, because you might actually burst them down. Silence of the Skyriff Mage plus a Silencer on top of it, stun of a Clockwork, maybe some pushbacks here from the Cogs, and whatever else we get on the draft. that would definitely be bad news for that Brewmaster as well as the Tidehunter. So I can totally understand this one. On the other side, we have a Morphling coming out, and well, it is for THD the time where they already start banning cores. I don't know if the Morphling would have come out, because in 6.82 we had that topic yesterday. I showed you guys the drafts of several teams that play here in this tournament, and they have been drafting like everything from PA, Terrorplate, even Legion Commander, Spectre. We had anti-mages like in the last month of games, or let's say just the last 2-3 weeks of 6.82. So all these teams are very versatile, especially with their carries. So I'm not sure if, I don't know, if that Morphling ban is such a pinpoint ban, because okay, Morphling ban, but you can go for anything else. That's not a big deal. Either way, the Wisp is being banned out now, second ban stage here on Union Gaming's side, and well, no Wisp. We never had a Wisp so far in this tournament, if I remember correctly. No, actually yesterday. Oh no, I'm totally wrong. Union Gaming used the Wisp actually. Yeah, with the Naga. Like, and we were so surprised by those relocates, because they were relocating behind the enemy lines, like backdooring, because the Naga Siren had a Divine Rapier, for example. And they were creep skipping, trying to hold like their base somehow intact, but yeah, it never really worked. And I see the chat already transformed into Spanish and Brazilian, so that's very awesome. So I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Either way, the second ban stage is complete. We have a Naga being banned out, and this one I can totally understand. After I saw Benches yesterday, even though they lost the game, but it was a very impressive Naga. Like, if he wouldn't have like lost his mid lane and got a lot of pickoffs where he, I don't know, I think made a mistake. If he played at the beginning of the game just like he played in the late game, then that would have made a difference. And guys, can you please refrain from posting random links in the chat? You will just get banned, and we don't want that. Either way, Razor is coming out for Union Gaming. Okay, and Visage Drow combination a la Cloud9 pretty much. That's one of the famous combos. I mean, Visage, I definitely like that one. But Drow, like we had Drow Rangers in the past that I am not sure if that was always a wise pick. Because right now, Tidehunter Pro Master, this Drow is sooner or later forced into a BKB, otherwise he won't be able to survive. Then again, of course, we have a nice synergy with the birds. We saw some nice familiar backdooring, and also the clockwork. It's pretty nice. A hookshot plus the birds means the clockwork doesn't even need assistance of anyone else, and we also have, of course, synergy with the Skyrath Mage. So someone in the cogs always means Skyrath Mage can put his Mystic Flare there. We have Visage, obviously, with the familiars, later 3 familiars with the Arcanum Scepter, and they scale very well, of course, with the Drow Aura, and that means the clockwork can actually go hunting on his own, or, of course, together with the Skyrath Mage. I definitely like that. Leshrac is coming out. Okay. We had a Leshrac yesterday, but he was playing a very interesting build. He completely skipped the Lightning, which is, in my opinion, a very interesting spell. At least 1 point in it for the slow. But he went for Edict and the Earth Split, and that's pretty much it. Like, he skipped Ultimate, just 4 points Earth Split, and 4 points Edict, and the rest in stats. That's pretty much all he had. And I mean, it worked for towers, it worked for team fights where we didn't have too many targets, but that's pretty much about it. That's absolutely about it. Like, the rest was not too convincing. So let's see how Union Gaming is going to play this Leshrac this time around. Last ban phase, we have a Mapple. Mapple? No Mapple action, okay. We had yesterday a Mapple, but that was complete fail train. That was absolutely fail train. It just didn't work out. And yeah, on the other side, we have a Shadow Demon. I don't even understand the Shadow Demon ban. For me, that feels kinda random, to be honest. But let's see. Maybe against the Skyrath Mage, it's quite okay-ish. But other than that, well, you don't have to deal with defensive disruptions, I guess. Either way, the last 2 picks are about to happen, and let's see what we got there. Let's see. Oh, my Skype is again full of messages. I also have to check if we're online everywhere. But I'm glad you guys found us here, even with the delay. Like on the tickers, it already shows the ins versus C and B game online, but obviously that is gonna happen right after this one. And unfortunately, on Liquid Dota, we don't. We didn't get the updates through. Actually, now it's online. Oh, never mind that. Actually, we are online on Liquid Dota as well. So, yep, I'm glad everybody found it. And we're also done with our draft here. Storm Spirit, it is something I didn't expect. That is now our mid-hero. And, yeah, Wraith King. Wraith King on the other side. And Cinerus is playing it. Now, that's a draft, I'd say. That's definitely interesting. But let's hop in-game here. The pause is coming out. Nobody can complain about this one because it is a pause right at the beginning of the game. But yeah, Union Gaming and pauses, that's a very sensitive topic in the community. Either way, we're gonna see what we have. Full 5-man is already here on the Radiant side. We have our Draw Ranger played by Liposa, Jubilee on the Clockwork, Vestios playing the Visage. Like Vestios, I think, was he playing yesterday the Meepo? I'm not quite sure. They tried this triple core with a semi-jungle Meepo, but it was a disaster. And if I remember correctly, he was the Meepo player. But let's see. I mean, micro skills are definitely there, so let's see what he's gonna put up here on the Visage. We have Yuka on the Storm Spirit and Jui, GUI, however you want to pronounce it, on the Scarif Mage. On the other side, I think Jericho is the one who disconnected, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's Jericho. So we have Benjes playing the Razor, Cyril on the Brewmaster, Angel on the Tidehunter, and Cineralis is on the Wraith King. By the way, what kind of Wraith King set is this? What the hell? It looks like he got a cage in front of his... What the... Like, I mean, I definitely like cosmetics and whatnot, but this helm, it is absolutely retarded. The rest looks quite fine. It actually reminds me of the Tier 1 set in World of Warcraft for Warriors, if you guys remember that, like some of you World of Warcraft players, the Molten Core set. A tiny bit reminds me of that one, but either way, the helm is definitely retarded. Then I prefer, obviously, our Tidehunter having a shark with an octopus on top of his head. That's just perfect. Either way, he reconnected, he picks up the Lashrak, and it's quite hilarious to always see that pause at the start, because then they are stuck in the, I don't know, birth animation, spawn animation, however you want to call it. So Lashrak at the moment bowing here, and let's see. But yeah, they said it in the draft. I don't know if you guys saw it in the chat, but they are having problems with Jericho's computer, so we have to wait till everything's fixed. But yeah, I have to say this LAN is really running from one problem to another. Yesterday we had the issues with the drivers of their hardware. They had to install like Logitech drivers, Razer drivers, depending on which team is sponsored by who and what hardware they use for keyboards, mouse, headset, whatnot. Today they obviously had like the opening ceremony and whatnot, and I don't know. We really have to see what's happening. I mean, TeamSpeak supposedly fixed. Now the computer is crashing, and I'm waiting for the next problem. But everybody's saying GG, Maricons. I guess someone can translate that in chat for me, whatever that means. Me as a gringo, I have no idea. I really no idea. But either way, they're heading towards their lanes, it seems, and both teams, and that's the funny part about a best of one tournament. Like, we see a lot of hesitation, a lot of like precautious actions where they're like, hey guys, we're not going for a 5-man gank train somewhere in the jungle because we might lose that fight, and start with like, I don't know, a 2-1, 3-1 or 3-0 trade right at the start, and that's always, of course, bad news. Yesterday we had only one game with an early first blood. That's pretty much it. But everything else was really just go into your lane, starting the laning stage, playing up to level 6 with here and there some smokes. Yesterday we even had a game where they were smoking on cooldown, like chain smoking, pretty much. Let's see, another G coming out. We still have 1 minute to go. They're not even camping the runes at the moment. We saw that yesterday as well, that like some teams are already arrived in 6.82 and are camping the runes right at the beginning, and some teams they completely ignore it, even though runes have so much of an impact at the moment. I mean, okay, we should not we should not put too much emphasis on it. I mean, the first bounty rune is just worth like 1 creep, but still, it is 1 creep, especially if you get it on on your farmer. But here top, I guess they were just waiting, maybe someone showing up, and I mean they have a double stun. They have the Ray Fire Blast as well as the Earth Splitter, which he didn't spec yet, and now they're heading towards the rune here. Top rune is what they want. Bottom, yeah, the Titan that is in range wants to get it, and it seems like THD, no, they're not interested in runes. It seems 15 seconds, 14, and maybe the Scarab Mage is having a look, but then the Titan, nah, he won't skill Gush because he needs Kraken Shell and Anchor Smash for laning. So let's see who gets it. Like Scarab Mage. He probably will deny it. No, it's the bounty rune for the Titan. That's good news, obviously, for him, and even an Anchor Smash on the Scarab Mage. But man, he's just gonna use Tango, and that's pretty much about it. That was our rune action. Not much coming out. Lashrak with a double damage here top. He will have a good time harassing our Clockwork, who is, yeah, creep blocking quite decently. He leaves this range creep obviously, but the melee creeps, they will be blocked. In the mid, well, we have to see how this is actually gonna end. We have the Lashrak camping already here to the side, so Jericho coming in. He didn't skill anything, he just wants to give some right clicks, I guess, to the Storm, but Yuka is well aware of this. At the same time, we have the Scarab Mage obviously doing what Scarab Mages do. There's the Anchor Smash, so right clicks, not really worth it, but Arcane Blast, look at Angel, he's going ham on him. He's like, okay, sure, go fight against the Anchor Smash. I don't know, it's not gonna be really successful. In the mid, well, Storm Spirit, now he's free to farm. And as a ranged hero, he should have a decentish time against Citadel, but then again, he's already 5 CS ahead and only 2 on the Storm Spirit. Let's see how this is going. Storm, definitely someone who is going for a bottle, that's like, no doubt. He has 2 shared tangos, a salve. Okay, that should keep him in lane for quite a while. And let's see, Jericho, oh, he wants to go on the, on the Clockwork, and there are the right clicks. But the problem is, in the end, he got more damage than the Clockwork. 2 tower hits and 2 range creeps at the same time, so that dropped him by a third. And the Clockwork just got a scratch pretty much, but he wants to keep going. The good thing is that Split Earth is not a very expensive ability. Like with your basic mana pool, you can cast it about 3 times, and that's, yeah, that's absolutely fine. So that's free stuns. I hate to always say that. So it's 4-1 free stuns, and so why not spamming it? Plus, of course, base regeneration and the Ray Fire Blast. The Clockwork always has to be careful. But let's see, the next runes are spawning, and again, THD, not in position for them. Actually, never mind that. I think, who got that bottom rune? Ah, Visage. Visage got the bounty rune, and top Jubilee, he tried it, but someone was earlier there. It was, yep, the Brewmaster with the illusion rune. So yeah, he's trying to grab some experience, but not really successful at the moment. He is level 3. But yeah, I guess of those neutrals he's gonna get something, yep, but it's shared amongst 3, not really successful. Tidehunter, let's see how much he got. Oh god, I mean he started with a bounty rune, but ever since he wasn't really in range, and that Scarab Mage is just driving him out all the time. Arcane Flares, Arcane Bolts, Arcane Flares, well, it looks like a flare, but it's called Bolt. Please, 1 minute. Okay, I guess we have another pause. No problem, they say. Actually, I think we have a problem, because after 1 hour delay, 2 pauses already in the game, now we have a third one. That's... ooh, well. But sure, that gives me time to fix some stuff in the meantime. That's always the burden of streaming alone. But like our MooBot is not properly set up. It's too bad that the live feed is also just staying on the game. Otherwise I could show you in those pauses at least the audience or the stadium where it's happening, but yep, they're saying G. That's our G. The G we were waiting for. Now we're going back into the game. And let's see, we have Visage actually like stacking here in the jungle. I guess that's for Draw. Draw Ranger being happy about some stacks, especially if he gets... the lifesteal pretty fast. I mean, Mask of Madness draw, it's pretty common. Let's see if he's going for it, or maybe something more solid than Helm of Dominator. Like early on, it's not the best, obviously, but well, let's see where he's going. Some additional armor, the lifesteal anyway, plus maybe even a creep to stack. Let's see. I mean, in the mid, there's our first smoke. 3 minutes into the game, 3.5 minutes actually. We're heading towards the 4-minute mark, and nothing's really happening. But they're going top. With the rest of the smoke, they're like, okay, in the mid, the Storm is not doing anything, and now, oh, the Clockwork. He's actually in a bad position. We might have it right now. There's damage stolen. The Razor actually being pushed back, but the second stun, they don't have enough. Maybe with some blocks. Oh, there's the Lightning. Exactly what I've been talking about. The nice slow is coming out, level 1, and that's enough for the first blood. That's absolutely perfect. And now we see Rune. Yep, that's a bounty to the Tidehunter, and Citadel is getting a haste rune. That's of course a very nice rune for a Brewmaster, especially because he's almost level 6. Storm is, yeah, he just dinked level 5. So let's see. If that Brewmaster equipped with a haste rune, he's gonna be level 6 in the next creep wave. From there on, he can really go for Storm. Hitting the Storm, some right click, some guaranteed crits here and there, and then using the ultimate. That's just perfect for him. You couldn't have a better setup. And he's actually going for it, but oh, he's waiting. He's waiting. Oh, he's just driving him out. He knows exactly what's happening. He knows exactly what's happening. So yeah, in the end, Brewmaster still not level 6. That was like, he was 1 creep short. But I still don't think it wouldn't have been enough for a kill, especially if he's just going around the tower. He needed at level 6 earlier and then directly the boulder toss in. Well, let's see. Next time they meet, the Storm is gonna be, I guess, level 6 with the next creep wave, and that makes the Storm, of course, or makes it for the Storm a lot easier to escape. Oh, there's a slow here on Angel. Well, some arcane bolts flying out, but that's about it. Also a very unusual build on the Titan. If you see, we have 1 point in Gush, no Kraken Shell. Now, Jubilee, did they see him? There was the blink. There was the blink. Oh! They actually hit him, but there are not enough creeps left to actually go for something. The next creep wave arriving, that means they can go for this tower. Rocket actually being skilled here on the Clockwork. It's an interesting build also. Like, I mean, 2-1-1 build. Okay. At least with that you can pull back the creeps, farming them up, and the pressure on the tower, well, it's about 50%. That's about it. That's pretty much it. New runes are spawning, and again, they're gonna be in the hand of Union Gaming. Top, actually, the Storm is getting closer, but wow, the Wraith King not going for the stun, which is quite interesting. I mean, he knew the Storm was probably out of mana, but like in a direct fight, maybe with the Panda coming in. Problem is his haste rune was already gone. The illusion won't help him, so he couldn't really catch up there. But the two supports, they are, I don't know, this rotation only worked once for the first blood, but in 6.5 minutes we have a very passive game again. It's reflecting on what we had yesterday, only with the difference that this time we don't have like a super late game draft of Union Gaming. Like yesterday with the Naga, I understood the passiveness, I understood why they're holding back, but oh, Storm is coming in on the lowest of all, and it is the Wraith King being denied by neutrals, but they still keep on going, and it is the Lashrak. He will fall, they will get credit for it, but of course, damage stolen, Benches is going for it, the movement speed is quite okayish, but no, he's not gonna pursue this was just this, pretty much. There's the fight recap. I mean, that Wraith King being denied by the neutrals, there are so many blooper videos and whatnot on Dota Cinema, etc. But yeah, this time we saw it in action. The neutrals definitely on the side of Union Gaming. So THD in the end, it's pretty much just a 1-1 trade. But oh, Throw Ranger found here by the Wraith King, but I don't think the Wraith King has what it takes. In the meantime, the Brewmaster, he couldn't use his ultimate because he still has it on cooldown, which means Throw Ranger is out. He used his Midas, but oh, there's the silence. The silence just before, and now they get the Brewmaster kill. I can't even believe it. Wraith King level 4. All they need is a slow. We have another slow. Do we have another slow? Anything? No. Even Visage is not moving. If Visage was like moving through the jungle, it might have been interesting to kill that Wraith King, but they prefer to farm on lane and not converge on him. So in the end, definitely better for THD. Especially the Brewmaster kill was absolutely worth it. Because he was owning the Storm just by farm rune possessioning, possessioning. Oh god, Hefla, go home. Rune possession. I definitely liked his timing and everything, but yeah, this way, if the Brewmaster dies without then using his ultimate because it was still on cooldown, or he's going in without his ultimate, that's just bad news on him. So let's see what the Storm is going for. At the moment, he didn't actually. What the hell? There must be something. Oh, he's ball crowing. Okay. He doesn't have patience for the next 1.5 minutes to the next runes. So he's bottle crowing, even though that bottle, it's coming really slow. But let's see. In the bottom, we have the familiars trying to farm a bit for Visage, while Visage is staying back, which is, I guess, the best thing he can do. There are 2 stuns and a slow waiting for him. But this Tidehunter, he really doesn't have farm. But oh, look at Citadel. There's the slow. There's the ultimate. Bulldogs come in. That should be easy kill, even without the Wraith King Fire Blast. Now I got it. Wraith King Fire Blast. Oh my god. What am I trying to say? The Wraith Fire Blast. Exactly that. But yeah, he's going down. I don't think it was necessary because the second bullet would have been there, but just in case someone is rotating to the tier 2 tower. So an easy kill, but of course in the meantime we have them pushing for the tower here, which is quite interesting. Drow already TPing top because they want to go for that Razor, but hookshot, it missed. So tower's going down. Scarif Mage is going to get credit for it. I guess that's fast arcanes on him. Actually no, he bought a town portal scroll, TP scroll. But where is he trying to TP with it? That's a good question. Oh, he finished Urn of Shadows. Never mind me. I really expected arcane boots for the team. I mean, the Storm can always use mana. Like, Visage needs mana, especially in the fights. Like, oh, but they're surrounded here. There's the Brewmaster and no mana whatsoever. He still has stick charges, but no ultimate. And there's the silence. He's gonna use that stick now, but if that's enough, that's the question. Storm is gonna pursue him. Is that enough? Yep, it is definitely enough, but of course now they're stunned, but they have a haste throw, no Ravage yet, so what are they doing? Scarif Mage interrupting the TP there. They get this kill as well. The Edict ticking on the Storm, but look at it, they just go for it. That's a triple. That's a triple kill right there. Unfortunately, they don't have enough mana for another Vortex. That would have been insane. The Electric Vortex on the Tidehunter, that would have been it. 2 kills, but oh, hookshot, top, directly on the Razor, and the Frost Arrows coming here. The problem is he didn't have anything else at the same time. Now the right clicks, all they have to do is to stun. No, they don't even need that. The level 4 Plasma Field will just do the trick. But yeah, that was unexpected, to be honest, this turnaround. I really thought the Drow has enough damage to go for it, but he even had PTs on strength, didn't swap to agility. I guess he was afraid that something is happening below the tower and he's stunned while he's having agility threats, I don't know. But yeah, just a tiny bit damage. 3 right clicks maybe on the Razor would have done the trick. We're 12 minutes in. I'll show you the net worth now, guys, and well, it is looking good for the Drow. Nevertheless, even though that gank was everything but optimal, but he's doing a nice job. Now the Razor caught up a bit, obviously, after he got that clockwork kill, and it's the second hookshot that pretty much didn't end up in a kill, which is always bad news for Clockwork. I mean, the first one missed, the second one hit on the Razor, but he didn't have enough mana whatsoever for like his Battery Assault. And Battery Assault on the solo target, it is insane amount of damage. It comes pretty much close to what a Gyrocopter can put out on early levels, but let's see, another hookshot is ready. I mean, it is just a 70 seconds cooldown, which means a bit more than a minute. You can go for it, but looks like they keep on pressing here. Pressing for that tower, and from the side we have a Brewmaster with illusions coming in, and they're dropping this. They're like, okay, we don't need that tower. Tier 1, it's all good. I mean, they at least used the cliff, I think. No, wait, what? I mean, the cliff was either on cooldown. I'm not quite sure. I think they missed the cliff again, because remember, guys, in 6.82 you can refresh your cliffs. Or your cliff is refreshed once you have it. Oh, but look at this. What's happening on the Scarif Mage? There's a hookshot. The hookshot actually preventing a further death, but the poor Clockwork. He's going in, but at the same time, we have the Storm. He's going for the Lash Rock, but he's not finding it. Now he's going top, but look at this Lash Rock, super low. He's actually dying, but oh my god. It's a 2-for-2 trade at the moment. But I don't know, maybe they're gonna get more, because that Scarif Mage is relatively low. There's another Boulder Toss, all that right click damage, it should be enough, especially with the Razor coming in. Storm, not enough mana for anything. Citadel, it's not enough. It's just not enough. But at the same time, what we completely missed, we had the draw dying to a support Wraith King in the jungle while they were retreating or kiting, whatever you want to call it. So in the end, it is a 3-for-2 trade, and Union Gaming comes out as a winner here. Definitely a winner, because they only lost the Lashrak and the Tidehunter. And the Tidehunter, he is not level 6 yet. Look at this, guys. We are 13 minutes in, no Ravage, and not even close to the mech. He still needs a ton of money, but look at this. Just a tiny bit more. The next rocket. The next rocket flare. Oh, but it's far away. Look at this. Right clicks. Them jukes. Them jukes. No, he's not getting out. At the same time, oh, the Storm Spirit here, going for that Lashrak, and that's an easy kill, even with the Edict and whatnot ticking on him, but it's not really impressive. At the same time, now we have Skywrath Mage, picks up a regeneration rune. That's of course good news for him. And top, I think, yeah, it's the Brewmaster with the bounty, and that's pretty much it. That summarizes the last 2 minutes, like closing with those runes, one for each side. That's the best you can get. Oh, but there's a hook shot on the Panda. Do they have vision? I mean, it's nighttime, but still, I thought they have like somehow high ground vision, but nope, it's not really coming. And at the same time, there is a helicopter above my building. That is very interesting. Now let me see. Ay caramba. The Russians are coming, guys, I tell you. The Russians. Either way, that's what you get when you have a smoking caster with an open window and a helicopter on the roof. Either way, Windows is closed and we continue in this game. 50 minutes in, and we have to look the first time into the graphs. Look what we got. Experience 3k, and when we look at net worth, well, the net worth, it's not really, no, this is insignificant. 1k, that's something that can turn easily with just one fight, and maybe that fight is actually coming because we have a Smoke King. They might find Vestios here. Now they're revealed, but there is just the 4-staff or the blink or anything missing. They're not going for it. They're like, okay guys, we go for the tower instead, and I guess that's the wise choice. Objectives, but on the other side we have THD. They're going for the tower trade. They are ignoring that completely. The only problem I have is they're gonna be a little faster. Look at this. And again, I don't understand, like THD, like they didn't use their cliff again. This was another tier 1 cliff they could have used, just buying some time, but it didn't use it. But oh, a nice hookshot, double stun here, and they're gonna get that Wraith King because he still has the level 1 ultimate, and Razor being pushed back. Oh, there's a nice silence of the draw, helping him to get out. Oh, but here, they have to be careful, because if they pursue, there might actually be... Oh god, they wanna really wanna get that draw. I actually thought they're coming here from the side, because they still have everything it takes. But, okay, it's not really coming. The Brewmaster still have ultimate. I guess that's what shoot them off in the end. But oh, let's see. Lashrak here alone, and the Storm is on the hunt. He thought maybe he finds him here because he's this way going home. But no, he chooses to go the other way. And there's... Oh my god, the Vortex. No, it's not really coming out. He blinked. No, he stepped up here. He thought he's there. But nice TP by the Lashrak. He was well aware that this Storm is on the hunt. That would have been like at least some sort of equalizing kill. But in the end, it's the draw going down for nothing, because the tower is still standing, and here bottom this tower is down as well. But the problem is no cliff used, no time bought for them, and I don't understand. It's a second tier 1 tower without a cliff being used, and the cliff is refreshing, so I don't know why they're holding back. But I guess that's what we have to live with. I mean, we as observers, spectators, casters, whatever you want to call us, bunch, we are always like, yeah, in a new patch, and we know everything, and we see everything, but I guess when the team is in action, fighting, being busy, juking, whatnot, they might forget things like that. It shouldn't happen, though. Either way, like, looking at the items now, comparing what sort of... Whoops, that was the wrong hotkey. There we have the items. So, we have our plate mail done on Jubilee. It's not quite a core item, but it's definitely something. Because we have a lot of AoE abilities. Obviously we have the Panda coming in, as well as like the Lashrak. He can't really stop his spells, that's the problem, so everything goes into the plate mail there. Oh, Storm on the hunt. He wants to go maybe for the Panda, but the Panda, he has a backup of 4 teammates behind him, so oh, you don't want to be there. You just don't want to be there. But I mean, the Storm, there's nothing they can do. to the low ground, zips up, and that's pretty much it. So we can continue looking for the items, because there are more crucial items coming out. We have Medallion for a long time already on the Visage. That is obviously for the minus armor, makes it easier for Roshan. The Storm is gonna go for that Orchid. Orchid, it's gonna be very, very, very important later on the Brewmaster, on the Tidehunter, to silence the Ravage, to silence the Primal Split. It's a bit late though. I mean, if you compare what he got at the moment and what he should have, let's see what's in here, in this courier. Courier? Give me a load. That is the Orchid. So it's an 18 minutes Orchid, or like almost 19 minutes, and at the same time now, yep, they finished Roshan. Double damage throw with the Medallion Visage, so that's good news for them. But yeah, both teams not really aggressive at the moment. They're like, oh, okay. Let's stick around here, maybe for the tier 2 tower. I mean, there is a Storm guarding him somewhere, but yeah, the Storm just with the Orchid. Maybe that's good news. The Tidehunter definitely should be careful. There's a double silence waiting for him, and to survive he had to use the Ravage, but they're already going back. It's just a Storm, maybe going for some damage on the tier 2 tower. No, not even that. Not even that is coming out. Usually we see like people like coming drive-by shooting 1-2 hits on the tier 2 tower, just focusing and then going back. But maybe in the mid, that Lashrak. Oh, he's in a bad position. That is a very, very bad position. Look, Blademare is on, damaging himself there. There's the slow and everything. They don't even need the hookshot for that. In the meantime, we have the Storm going here on the Razor. Where's the hookshot? There's still the hookshot available, but they don't want to go for it because there is a Razor. There's a Razor, I say. There is a Titan in the background as well as the Wraith King for the stuns. And they want to find something. They want to have revenge for their little horseman. And, oh, Yuka! I can't believe it. He was trying to TP out there, but the ultimate of the Storm as well as the right click with a stolen damage. That wasn't even a much stolen damage. I think that was like 56, 46, something like that. But yeah, that Storm dying, that is bad news. That's a bad trade after all. I really thought they'd get away with that Lashrak kill and that's it, but no, in the end, Storm is going down for Lashrak. Makes it much more worth it for Union Gaming, and now they are going for that tier 2 tower. Some slow siege here around, but the problem is they're out of creeps. Where are the creeps? Creeps still at the river line. They have to wait for them. Otherwise, back to protection is kicking in as well as too much damage. So they can't really go for it. At the same time, Visage Birds, obviously, they're going now for split push. We have Drow with the Aegis. So trying to do something. Going for that tower, obviously, would be nice. He's waiting here. Maybe catching out someone? No, Brewmaster. You can't kill the Brewmaster alone. But maybe with the help of a Clockwork, that might be interesting. Is there a hookshot? Now, there's the hookshot, there's the stun. What they need is a silence. He already pressed the ultimate. Now it's all about, does he get it off? Does he get it off? No! No! He doesn't get it off. That was perfect time. If you saw it, the Panda was already raising his arms to go for the ultimate, but no. The Drow said, with a level 3 gust, which is a 5-second silence, he said like, no, you shall not primal split. So that was definitely a nice one. They're gonna use the cliff. Union Gaming doesn't forget about it. Storm, he's going back because, yeah, Benjas already with the ultimate on. And Cinerus, he's going in. He knows he has ultimate. And, oh, they want to go on Drow. There's the silence, though. They want to go on the Titan, but now I feel, yes, there it is. The Ravage is coming out. That's the Drow's death for sure, but it's only the Aegis in the meantime. Angel trying to survive against here the Clockwork, but in the end, I think Storm finishing off. No, he's still alive. He's dying. The Skyrath Mage is trying to follow him here. Angel is doing something. Does he get a kill? No, he's also dying to benches. And now, I can't even believe it. Just for that Wraith King kill and a Lashrak, they're doing this. So Drow dying a second time. This is a horrible fight. They're all dead. They're all dead. This is a team wipe. Plus Aegis down. And all that only for a tiny, puny little Lashrak. That was kinda insignificant the whole game. I mean, he's not farmed. He's not getting too much XP. This Lashrak was not a threat at all. Focusing him down is really low priority. Feeding away 6 lives, if you consider the Aegis. But this is a disaster. This is a disaster, guys, as we speak there. And now finally we see probably the first cliff coming out here from THD, and that is the retreat call for Union Gaming. They're going back, but guys, I'm gonna show you the graphs in some seconds and you will see this fight. It hurts THD. It's right there. Look at it. I think you can't fall faster. You can't really fall faster. That is less than a minute. We dropped by 5k experience, and this graph is not done yet. It's still dropping. Of course in gold we have a similar development, of course not 100% updated yet, and they are back farming. Still, it's probably gonna be like 3k loss. I didn't show the fight recap, but like overall I think this is like a 3.5k gold loss overall, or shift in net worth, however you want to call it, but it is a disaster. 14-14, 23 minutes guys. Union Gaming, that's just like yesterday. They start off with a bumpy start pretty much. They find quite some obstacles here and there, like for example now the Brewmaster dying here on the silences and whatnot, but overall they get stronger the longer the game goes. So Union Gaming in my opinion is really like a typical late game team, and we saw that yesterday, we see it now here. I mean, we are far away from like the real late game. It's just 23 minutes. We just see ourselves now in the mid game where we still have like crucial steps to make, as in items and levels. I mean, some heroes are like still trying to get their level 11. Skyraf Mage, obviously he's the best candidate, but all the others, it's actually a good point in time if I think about it now that we have like the level 2 ultimates everywhere. That's pretty good, like for Benjes actually, since he was there in the fight and really benefiting from all that XP. He got his level 3 ultimate soon up, as well as the Aghanim Scepter already done. And there's one more problem arising for THD. One more problem. It's called BKBs. And they're coming soon. But first, oh my god, they are blinking in, but everything's missing. No Ray Fire Blast coming out, disjointing, and even the Panda is not hitting it. So in the end, that's pretty much it. It was a nice... The intention were good, but the outcome was everything but good. Oh, but the Storm Spirit. What's the Storm doing here? Just getting some vision here on it, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, Wraith King, with that Blink Dagger, he's gonna find more and more. Skyraf here, finding the Bounty Rune, and yeah, he needs that rune, because he needs that level 11. The level 1 Mystic Flare is not scary anymore. In the mid, oh, we have a Goyo on a Clockwork, but they're not gonna go against those cogs. And you can't really disjoin it as a Clockwork. That Ray Fire Blast is gonna follow you wherever you go. Nice little concussive shot, just to prevent them from jumping in with the Blink Dagger, but they're gonna go for that tower. Yes, Benches, there's the ultimate, and you see it drizzle. This tower is going down really fast. And this time no cliff, obviously, because it's a tier 2. It's not refreshing at all, but they found the Clockwork. There's a 4-star bottom, and oh, where's the hookshot? No, the hookshot! It's not missing. He could have gone here to the creep wave, but he wanted to go for that Skyraf Mage instead, but it's not working. So he's down. Citadel is coming in, wanted to hit someone with that Thunderclap. It's not coming, but well, that's a tiny little kill. But in the end, it's not going to change anything. It's just opening the base. And at the moment, it's nothing they can do. It's really nothing they can do. He's really trying to survive. There's another stun, but no negative earn charge here, so he's actually gonna survive. And I think Union Gaming makes the right decision, because they want to go for the Rex instead, but they lose a tier 2 tower. The Drow is going for a tier 3 as well. So this is in the end a tier 2, tier 3 plus Rex for a tier 2 trade with some damage on a tier 3. I don't think THD is that desperate to actually go for it, but what did that Storm try? That was like zigzag. That was up here, down there, and forth back. But oh, we found a hookshot on the Leshrac. Oh, he's always the weakest link. Like, I didn't understand the Leshrac in the first place. I mean, he serves a purpose for all those slow plus Ray Fire Blast, additional stuns, and some tower building damage for objectives. But overall, he's really the weakest link. And I could have, I think I could have think of a better support that would fit in UG's lineup. But I mean, Union Gaming, they're doing fine. They can't complain. They just got the Rex down, melee Rex, and that is of course the important one. They didn't even bother with the ranged one, because that ranged one, it's gonna die on its own pretty much, like when the creeps are pushing in, and that's pretty much about it. So let's see guys where this is going, because THD, they need to do something. They need to come back out of this valley of like bad farm. But when you see experience-wise, it was a 6k drop. The funny part is, even though getting racks and whatnot, THD is recovering, at least experience-wise, and even in gold, we don't have too much changes. The problem is really, if you have an equal game... Oh, we have a slow on the Skyraf Mage. There's the ankle smash into the already minus armor, and Scarab Mage is just trying. He's really trying. There are the stuns. Oh, is he using? No, he's using his ultimate with the Ravage now. The draw. He's stunned there as well. He doesn't even get to use his BKB. He's dying, and oh, what a perfect rune. Double damage rune spawning here. And Vestios. He's trying to TP out, but there should be another Boulder Toss. No, they don't even need the Boulder Toss. They have the Tornado, and now that's an easy kill. Maybe even Familiars. One more hit on the Familiars. No, it's not really working. Who picked up that double damage? It's Banges, and that's obviously scary. So with 3 down, oh god, oh god. Union Gaming picking up pace here. They're picking up pace. The momentum definitely on their side. Roshan is soon up. Give it another 5 seconds, and that's pretty much it. They're already smoked. Maybe grabbing another kill before this is happening. Clockwork, he has to go to back to base anyway. So the question is, Roshan or tier 2? I think they just answered my question. It's gonna be tier 2. Clearing out that creep wave. The next one's already coming in. It's just a normal creep wave, but yeah, that tower, it should fall pretty fast. Ultimate on, double damage. Not anymore on the Razor, but still, it's fast enough. Look at this. Bam, tower down. The Storm Spirit in the meantime at least got here top the tier 2 tower, so it's a tier 2 trade overall. So THD still using whatever sort of split push they have. But I think we're gonna see a fight around Roshan or a Roshan for Union Gaming that is uncontested. Like, these are the 2 options, but I don't think Union Gaming should ignore Roshan. In a best of 1, when you're on the dire side and you're not using Roshan, it's quite dangerous. But oh my god, what a jump! So long on that Lashrock, and one more right click was needed. Nope, never mind me. Hefla, you estimated those HP wrongly, completely wrong. Like, it looked like he might survive, but the Orchid, it was enough damage to just tick him over. I mean, it's some tasty XP here. Yeah, it's some tasty XP, but that's pretty much it. The good news though is, this might be the opening for Roshan for THD here, guys. This might be it, what they need to go for Roshan. Problem is, Dro is farming here, bottom. New bounty rune, who's gonna pick it? Clockwork. I really wish that Clockwork had a bottle. Like, I mean, that branch replaced with a bottle, it would have been so much better for him in the entire game, because we had twice already a kill not happening because he didn't have enough mana. And overall, like, in these fights, I don't know, it's going really forth and back, a lot of kiting and whatnot, so I think a bottle might have been a nice choice for him, but he never really wanted to go for it. Never really got the top rune either in his laning stage. So either way, guys, it's 30 minutes, 30-30 to be exact, and looking at the graphs, not much changing. It's always around this, like, 1k, 2k mark, up and a bit down. So both teams very equal. The only difference is really item progression is on UG a tiny bit better. I think there are better core items out there, and obviously this one, this missing racks, that makes a difference in this game so far. But yeah, Roshan still standing, second Roshan, and they really want him, but they also want the Dro. Dro now having a Black King bar. This is a 10-second BKB. Oh god, he has to kite, but there's the BKB. He's just TPing out. In the meantime, we have a fight here where Angel is silenced, and now he doesn't have enough mana for the Ravage. Or actually, he used the Ravage. Never mind me. They're gonna get the kill on Jubilee, and now they might actually go for something more. There's the Tornado. Another Bullet Toss following, but still, there are the birds. The birds actually might help, but with that Gush, Anchor Smash following. He's trying to TP out, but nope, it doesn't work. The Lashrock finishing the entire thing with the Lightnings. Now level 4. He went for just 1 point in Diabolic Edict. That's quite interesting. At the same time, we have Dro. He TP top, and now we have the Wraith King going for him. Going for him, trying to find him, but it's nighttime. It is nighttime. He doesn't see him. No, he's not there. Peekaboo, peekaboo. No, also not there. Very cold. Very cold. It's getting warmer, Wraith King. Warmer, warmer, warmer. It's hot, 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 hot. Oh no, Wraith King! Oh, now he has Blink Dagger, but at the same time we have the Storm camping here at Roshan while that is going on. Top, they don't find each other. It was kind of funny to see that going, but yeah, look at Storm. He has vision and he's ready. He wants to jump in there. He wants to get it. Come on, do that. Yuka, I know you can do it. Get that Aegis. Oh, he's gonna use that Vortex, and who's gonna get that Aegis? Storm Spirit. He picks it up. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. That is exactly what THD need to come back for this game. Stealing the Aegis, getting Roshan, so he not just stole the Aegis, he got experience gold for his own team, and he has that nice little token, so he's now the TI4 champion here. He got it in his pocket, and now he's just coming back, TPing out, and that's it. So THD really definitely making a good strike here. I mean, wow. I'm absolutely amazed. Union Gaming now losing obviously a bit net worth after this Roshan. Still, like, wow, wow, wow. That was very, very interesting. Either way, we have to see what's coming out item-wise, because we need BKBs on Citadel, for example. Like, he is still so vulnerable against silencers. That's the problem. We have the Casual Orca Club out already. He doesn't have... that's also pretty interesting. He doesn't have PTs or Arcanes or anything. He chooses to go with the brown boots. Sure, why not? There's even a pause, so we can talk a bit more about the items. But yeah, Casual Orca Club is already coming out. He has almost a goal. Is 100 gold away from getting that Milfil Hammer. And, well, BKB is done. Because he's still vulnerable. We have Orchid. We have the Gust by Mr. Drow. Or Mrs. Drow, actually. Sorry, female. I'm so sorry. Mrs. And of course, what did I forget? Yeah, this one. This is also a very nasty one. So this one is 6 seconds. Then obviously, we have the Orchid. 5 seconds, and we have another 6 seconds, I think. Yes, it's another 6 seconds. In theory, so let's just theorize a bit. If they would all silence, like perfectly chained, it would be 12 plus 5, 17 second silence, unless you have something against it, and that is called BKB. So for him, absolutely crucial. The good thing about those silences, multiple silences, is that if you time it right on the Tidehunter, you can actually make something happening. I mean, a Tidehunter, for example, the Storm is coming in, it's all good, you put the Orchid up on it. The problem is this ability, Kraken Shell, it removes the debuff, so he's not going to be silenced, he's going to use that Ravage. If you see the Kraken Shell actually pop in, and then come up with, for example, the Seal, or the Gust, obviously, that would be the perfect chaining. I mean, it needs good execution, obviously, but if properly executed, you can really burst him down without him using the Ravage. This Tidehunter, I mean, yesterday we saw a Tidehunter with the Refresher, I think. Yes, it was a Refresher Tidehunter. This one is going to be, I mean, I just assume it's going to be Shivas. The Shivas as a start, and then later the Refresher, so you have the mana pool, and you can go for a double Shivas as well. I guess it's a good choice. I really guess it's a good choice, but then again, the problem is he's anyway relatively low in level. I mean, if you compare, well, he's level 14 alongside with the other supports and offlaners. I mean, he caught up, but he only caught up because he was present in all those fights. He didn't really achieve that on his own. So I'm sure here and there he got some ancients, but that's pretty much it. But now, if you look at the map, we can draw a straight line in the mid, because we have 5 here in the southeast. And in the northwest, we have another 5 of Radiant. So at the moment, the teams are avoiding each other as much as possible. But one joined the other half. I don't know if that's the dark side. Join the dark side. They got cookies. There's a Gust on Angel. Oh, tiny little right click to pose on. Oh, look at this. They're gonna use the Cliff because the birds were already hitting it. So familiar damage is already a reason for Cliff. I don't really know if that was a reason. I mean, preventing here some damage on the tier 3 tower for a Cliff, so in theory if they wanted they can really go for more. Maybe that's THD strategy. Go for fights only if needed and the rest can be done by split pushing birds, something like that. Not sure if that's really an efficient way. I mean, we saw a lot of microing, a lot of like backdooring and split pushing, ratting, however you want to call it, with familiars. I actually had a game where the familiars, it was before, it was in 6.8, but the highest game, or the game with the highest objective damage, building damage, by familiars was casted by HeflaTV. I think it was a Euphoria game in, I don't know, was that Starladder, Pro Series, Join Dota League, something like that. It was a relatively small tournament, but still, like, it was absolutely amazing. Like, they only ratted with familiars all the way, Rex by Rex. I think I casted that game with Coucher. It was just amazing. It was just amazing to see that actually working out. And, well, let's see. In the mid, Bestios. That's an awkward position. The Wraith King tried to TP forward, but there's a TP out. So we have another, like, what, 2 minutes or something like that? 3 minutes, 4 minutes, make it 5, where nothing is happening. Like, that Roshan was our last highlight But maybe we have one highlight coming here because Benches is alone. He has a BKB, so maybe the Storm is gonna force him into that BKB. Whoa, there's the hacks. Now they need stuns. The Vortex, there's the follow-up stun, the Bird stuns. The Bird stuns are not coming out, but they don't need it because they got the right clicks. But the Brewmaster is coming in. This is a godlike streak. But Storm, no, he doesn't have enough. But he has the Aegis. He's coming back with full mana, full HP, so he's out. In the end, it is a godlike streak lost, and he wants to go for more. He wants to get the Lashrak. He wants to get the Lashrak, but he's gonna get stunned. That's of course bad news, but he's still going in. Orchid is not used yet. He wants to go for it, can go for it if he really wants to, and Angel is retreating. At the same time, we have to draw, using Manta, getting the tier 3 tower, but now there's the BKB. He's just turning around, killing the Fire Panda, and that's of course the right thing to do. And now he's just TPing out, and there's no way they can do anything because no Basher whatsoever. So if we summarize this, Age is lost on Radiant side, but Razor killed for a godlike streak, and we have the Lashrak as like a bonus kill, plus we have a tier 3 tower down. So this one was completely on THD side. I say that because the Aegis would have been ran out soon enough anyway. So this Aegis was, I don't know, maybe up there for another 30 seconds or so. Looking at the crafts, yes, this is a nice little recuperate turn for THD here. That's 2k alone in what we see right now, updated. It's a 3k gold swing alone. 700 or 800 gold came from that godlike streak. Plus, of course, the tower. Oh, and there's the initiation here on Angel. Now he's silenced, 4 stuffed away, and all that is now going on the clockwork. There are some bounces, but he's going to die. Or is he? He's still out there. Benches. Focus down. This is bad news. This is bad news. Did he buy back? No, he did not. That was just a normal respawn. He's still trying to get that Lashrak. It's so much hate. I don't know why, but he's hating him. That's a dominating streak going down. And now, oh, GUI, he is, yeah, slowed. He's losing the jam, but still, the Drow is still working on all of it. And now he has the BKB. Maybe even they dive the base. No, he's not diving the base. He's not diving the base. They want to get the gem back and go for the tier 2 tower. So that's the last outer tower falling. That's too many T's. Outer tower. Oh well. Go home, Hefla. Outer tower. Yeah. I think I got that one now. Either way, the last outer tower just fell, and that means now, from now on, everything they put into that base is pretty much permanent damage. Unless, of course, we talk about melee racks. Still, like, this is taking shape now for THD. And there was the helicopter again. Do you guys hear that on stream? It's damn scary. Like every time that happens and that helicopter is flying by, like not even the sound installation of my little small studio here is actually preventing that. It's hilarious. Every time I'm like jumping under my desk here because I think the Russians are flying an attack or something. Oh well. Either way, back to the game. It's 2022 in 39 minutes, and well, it's a very interesting game because it can go either way. I showed you the crafts. There you have a short glimpse again. In the end, it was like a 5k swing if we take both fights together. It's a 5k swing on gold almost as well. But still, this is something that can change anytime. Even though the Storm lost his dominating streak, I don't know who else is on a streak. I'm not sure about the Drow. He might be now on a killing or on a mega kill or something. I don't know. Like, we have to observe it if he dies, but that's the question. Does he die? I mean, Benjes, all the game he looked so wow, fat and whatnot, but the problem is the Storm with his hacks initiations, follow-up stuns, like they disabled Benches all the time. He got to use the BKB once, and that was when he was on 200 HP, and that's it. 200 HP, and then you died. So 1 second off your BKB as well, and now look, there are all the familiars. The backdoor protection is off. Is it off? Now it is off. When the creeps are here, backdoor protection is off. And now look at it. Look at the damage. Look at the goddamn damage. The cliff is being used, but those familiars, and we're gonna get the range tracks. But at the same time, look at it. Benches ultimate doing a ton of damage here on a tier 3 tower. But even there, the cliff is used. Still, look, they're working on it. They're working on it. Too strong. Familiars, too strong. And they're not going back. Unigame is not coming back because they are here in the fight. Benches is hexed. Now there's the Vortex. All that damage, but he has the BKB on. Ravage came out already. That's 1 down, 2 down. The buybacks are coming out. Joe as well. I mean, they lost the racks. Angel has to retreat. Now the question is, can they get racks here? Because they are coming back. The Brewmaster still in the primal split. Going for GUI, but he has to go back. I think he's gonna make it. Benches now being stunned. He has no BKB left. And look at it, the Storm. The Storm just raising through. The second kill with the raise. That's pretty much it. And now Citadel is gonna be followed here. They got the kill on, yeah, on the Visage somewhere over there. Citadel, I think he's going down because the battery assault is still ticking, so he's going down. That's a gem. And the Wraith King, after he died, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, there's the stun, but I don't think they can prevent it. That's 4 seconds. Healing up with the urn. Is there someone else coming? Nope, the Storm. He has no mana. There's the blink away. Unfortunately, really unfortunate. I think it might have been interesting if the Familiars would have been top here and split pushed as well. So if we summarize this, this is a forth and back fight. I even lost track how many we traded forth and back. I mean, the last track died for sure. We had Cineralis, he died once, but it's just a 60 seconds ultimate anyway, so who cares. And we had 2 buybacks on Joe, and we had 1 on Scarab Mage as well. Actually, why do I not look at this here? Look, oh, perfect overview. Yeah, 450 on both GUI here, and of course on Liposa. So those two, they have to wait the 4 minutes. Be careful not to get picked off there. And yeah, but we still, the bird. Oh, never mind. Okay, I'm not gonna start with this. They got the Rex, so it's range Rex and melee Rex down for only a melee Rex. Oh, but this is a bad position. Bad position. A new blink is coming. Battery assault on. The 4 stuff, not enough to bring him on the other side, but oh, there's the hook shot. Oh, yeah. I mean, he only has like low cooldown anyway because the Aghanim Scepter, so that's all good. It's all good. Nothing really happened. We have a double damage throw, clearing out the creep wave here, but that's pretty much it. Manta and TPing out. To be honest, for him by now, I think it's worth it to buy BOTs. And yes, I'm serious with that. Because he's TPing forth and back all the time anyway, so he might as well just get that spare slot, fill it up with BOTs. But he's gonna buy something else before, does he? I mean, Midas, come on, use the Midas. Not like it's really important, but of course it's efficient if you use it there on cooldown. I mean, the Storm Spirit at the moment, he is split pushing a bit. The tower here top overall, the last time I looked at the tower it had 1380, but now just 100 lost, so even the split push not really effective because the creeps, even siege creeps, are not really hitting the tower. The good thing is though, Roshan is back, that rocket flare, yes, it's gonna scout it out. And, well, now the question is, 23, 25, 44 minutes into the game, a real forth and back with split push, ratting, full out fights, buyback actions and whatnot. Who's gonna get the next Roshan? I think the Roshan is gonna be the game deciding factor. Like, Mr. Roshan, number 3, which means we have a cheese. Tasty cheese. And that cheese can really make a difference, but at the same time, look at the split push. There, Storm. And he's gonna get quite some right clicks in here. Clearing out the creeps, that's no problem at all. So, creeps gonna start there as well, as defense only benches here. To be honest, the Storm, in my opinion, he could really just even right click with benches being present. Just getting 3-4 more right clicks in overall objective damage is what you want to do. But now, oh, they're heading already for Roshan, and now Gibolo getting caught out here. There's the Gush into the Blade Man. Nice 4 stuff and Gush from the high ground. Gush, I say Gust. Gust, Gush, Gush, Gust, Gush. Like there's a T and the other one is a H. It's confusing for a caster. So yeah, nothing really happened, but look, this rat. Tier 3 tower. No cliff. Still 30 seconds, and now he's working on the range tracks. The right thing to do. He got the Drunken Haze on him, obviously, so some mischance here. They're forcing UG to decide. Defend Rex. Defend Roshan. What is it? Oh, but one familiar dying here, and they tried to catch out that Joe, but in the end, not really successful. Oh, but now they want to go on the Storm, but sub. He's just out of here. So in the end, Brewmaster using a BKB that was actually a 9-second BKB. But all the damage he's done. Oh my god, he's going for the Brewmaster, but just going back. Easy going. And Angel. Oh, Angel, he used the Ravage somehow, I think, to prevent the death by the Clockwork. Oh, they're going in. They're getting GUI. Or is it? No, the 4 stuff. Bought some time. Gem on the crown. Angel on the wrong side though now. Another force back, but benches is locked in, out. It depends on what side you are. The birds buying some more time. Nice stun here on Vistios. I think you should have ran there, my friend. I really think you should have ran. This way he's going down, and even another kill on that tasty Familiars. In the meantime, while Liposa is coming back, he has a Blink Dagger now, making him a lot more mobile. Still, no BOTs. What is he going for? I mean, seriously. Shopping. Go shopping. Be a good girl, drop. But oh, look at this here. Ultimate is up on the Wraith King. But he doesn't have enough mana. But he's still going in because there's Vortex. There's the hook shot, but again, no mana. There's no mana on the Clockwork. Give bottle. Give bottle. But now Liposa is there with a haste rune, and that's one. He hit a creep. He hit that creep. There was the Wraith King. There was the creep. He blinked up here, or ran up here, and hit the creep instead of the Wraith King. Okay. Okay. Never mind that. So, to summarize this, Roshan, yes. But they lost quite something for it. Top, okay, that's permanent damage from the range tracks, but to be honest, I think they could have done a cleaner job here. THD, that was some sloppy play coming out. I think committing to either of those fights, committing to Rax or something like that, was quite interesting. Also in the mid, pursuing that Wraith King, getting a double kill on him. I mean, one for the ultimate and one for his real life. That would have been interesting, but no, they didn't go for it. But we see the same pattern. UG going in the mid, and at the same time we have Yuka split pushing top, and now with this creep disabling. Remember, he backstop protection, and now he's gonna get that range tracks. But at the same time, they only have the range tracks to get here. That's the problem. So Cliff is being used for that. They only have to rotate top pretty much for that. Or are they going tier 4? That's not a question. We have the familiars as well. Look at the damage. Jesus Christ, those familiars might actually go for more, but at the same time, they're gonna go for tier 4. They wanna rush. They wanna rush the throne here. This is the throne. Clockwork going in. Nice little clocks holding all the pandas in place. There is the Ravage, but that was also while the Drow Ranger was in the air, so Vestios is going down. He has a buyback, if I'm not mistaken. No, he doesn't use it immediately. GUI is using it. The Drow using his Aegis. Clockwork coming back in, trying to stun the panda here, but that's pretty much it. They're already camping the Drow. There's the kill on the Tide, but I think, yes, he has the buyback if he wants to. He doesn't even go for right clicks. There is the first ultimate of the Wraith King. They're still trying something, a new hookshot. Though this throne, it definitely won't go down. There's Benji's caught, and now the Drow Ranger is going to town here after the Lashback is dying by the Storm Spirit, and even the second life of the Wraith King is gonna fall. Look at the creeps. Where are the BOTs? BOTs have to come out. Pressure on the base, but no buybacks. Angel using it. We have the buyback on Citadel. Is that a buyback on Citadel? No, I think, was that a normal respawn? I'm not even sure. Or was that even a normal escape? God, I'm confused. This was a huge, chaotic fight. The last standing tower, tier 4, is on half HP, but the creeps, they entered base. But still, like, where are the BOTs? I really think the BOTs would have been just amazing, but instead he wanted to rush that MKB. He kinda lost the money for the MKB for the simple reason that he, like, had to buy back to kill the rest, like Benjes. But what I also don't like is just the fact that this Joe is not having lifesteal. Like, I mean, right now he's trying to get healed up with Urn and whatnot, but I think he would have survived so much longer, especially with the BKB on, if he just had that lifesteal. By now he could have had like a Satanic, MKB plus Satanic, and nobody could kill him, I think. But either way, they're gonna go. He is some damage, some nice damage actually, but the Storm is going in. It's on Citadel, on the Brewmaster. What a kill! That's an important kill, but instant buyback here. Now they're gonna go on Jericho, but Jericho, oh, quite tanky. Storm out of mana. The last hit will do the trick, but Yuka, he has to pay for it. Oh, 4 stuff. Maybe he's gonna get that Angel kill. Yes, with the Arcane Bolt coming out. Nevertheless, we have the Panda ultimate already coming, but Drow going to town. Come on, turn around, hit that Panda, hit him hard. Now it's only the one Panda left, while the Clockwork, oh, he's actually dying because the buyback of the Lashback. Now they're coming in. Drow also down. Drow without a buyback. GUI without a buyback. Do they get megas? That's the question. The birds, no. The birds and the siege engines. Come on, send the birds in. No, siege engines. There we go. Mega creeps. This is mega creeps for THD. They are all dead, but they have mega creeps. So Union Gaming, you need to push now. It's now or never. But the problem is, look, even these are not mega creeps yet. These are just the empowered ones, the real mega creeps that come with the next train here, and that's the biggest problem. So the base is already under attack. New birds are flying. Oh, okay, not new birds, but healed up birds. The 2 left of the 3, and oh, he's coming in. It's on Citadel and the creeps, plus the birds helping him. Maybe the stun. They're gonna get the Citadel kill here. Easy going. He might even go for more. Oh, Yuka, don't risk it. Still has a BKB and maybe a TP right after. Does he? There's the TP. Trigger it, and that's it. That's all he wanted. He got another kill, preventing them even from more efficiently killing those creeps. This is over, I think. Is it? Let's make a poll in chat. Is it over? Yes, no, maybe. No, but I actually think this is over because yesterday we had a game, Union Gaming, they had the Naga. And the Naga was doing so much split push and radiance and whatnot, like it was really working. They were pushing it out, but with birds, with BOTs maybe soon on the Storm Spirit, for example. Okay, no, he's not going for it. I really think BOTs would be wise, but okay, who listens to me? I'm just a stupid caster. But either way, I just don't see how they defend it. Like, Jericho alone against Mega Creeps. No way. So they go in mid. In the mid, there is entire team waiting for them, plus a tier 4 tower on half HP and a cliff available in about 30 seconds. They can't do it. Another tier 4 tower falling, and well, besides those funny little fancy buildings, there's nothing left. Look, just that big one. Oh, in the mid, let's kill the big one, what? Well, they are busy just defending the Mega Creeps. I don't understand, but oh my god. He just got the kill. The Lashrak actually died. He had Ghost Scepter and I actually thought he was out, but he had the Familiars. They get it. Let's see that recap. Change. Minus 569. Oh, never mind that. In the end, yeah, Benches is getting caught out. That is bad news. BKB on. Is he going home? Yeah, he makes it home. But he has to region up. While top, the new creeps are already in. Like, what a game. THD, they don't want to wait. They don't want to wait. Why waiting? The only problem I have is, I think THD should wait. I mean, I know, guys, this looks really dire for Union Gaming, but I've seen crazier comebacks. But no, I don't think so. Look, they have really problems against the creeps. 3 sides coming in. They take out the new creeps here easily. THD just closing in, making it tighter. I can't really do anything against it at the moment, Union Gaming. Especially now with Lashrak down as well. Lashrak is the one who has at least a bit AoE. It's just not working out. New Familiars, top here, going for the throne. Look at it. I just heard a hook shot, which didn't hit on anything. But yeah, Familiars coming in. The throne is losing HP. Oh, Union Gaming, I think you have to leave this tournament. Look at it. There's still a cliff available, but the throne is on 50% HP. And THD, they're just standing here. This is so masochistic. This is so bad what they do here. But oh, there's a jump on the drone. Maybe they're gonna get that kill. But look at it, Citherless. He's getting so much damage. I mean, it was just the ultimate. But oh, nice Ravage here. Stunning Jubilo. He's going. Hey, that's not fair. I was doing play-to-play cast. Who killed that throne? Never mind that, guys. It was the Familiars. The Familiars, they were on the throne and it's done. It's done. Union Gaming, go home. They are done with this LAN. THD, they're gonna proceed in the losers bracket here. Amazing. What an awesome game. That is just amazing. Either way, I hope you enjoyed it. The next game is gonna be Ints versus CNB, and not the old CNB, it's gonna be the new CNB. For those who know it, it's a new, like, old CNB is now Pain, and new CNB is new CNB. I guess you get me. Either way, my name is HeflaTV for the next cast. I hope someone is joining me, so I don't have to be all that fuzzy in my mouth talking so much, but yeah, we are coming back, and I hope with not too much delay. Thanks for tuning in. If you like what we do, obviously, then yeah, follow us here on Twitch, on our English channels, HeflaTV 1 and 2. All the news will be on Twitter, Facebook, and Reddit. And yeah, see ya later. And if there's something interesting on the Brazilian stream, I'm gonna put the live feed on here. So, see ya in a bit, guys.